What's up guys? Welcome to my channel. If you've been following me for some time now, you know that I did a jump video last year. In fact, I did 2 jump videos and they were both based on this book right here. And after I did the second video, I said if I get 1,000 likes on that video, I will do part 3. And unfortunately, I'm really sorry, I never fulfilled that promise because a few months ago, the video got 1,000 likes and I never made the 3rd part. So guess what? Today, finally, I'm gonna give you part 3 for the Jump Attack exercise based on this book here by Tim Grover. Now, before we get into the actual exercise, if you've never done part 1 and part 2, you need to go and look at those videos and do those workouts first before you get into part 3, okay? Because if you just jump right into part 3, it won't be as effective and actually you might even get injured because some of the workouts can be pretty difficult to perform. So I'm gonna put the link for the first 2 videos right down below so you can do those first. In addition, I'm going to put the description of all of the exercises, the reps, the sets and everything in the description below because the video that you're about to see is just a voiceover of me explaining how to do the workouts in detail. And so if you forget how many reps or sets you need to do, you can just look at the description down below. So let's get started. The first thing that we're gonna do here is a warm-up sequence. And the first warm-up in this sequence is known as fire hydrants. This is actually the same warm-up that we did in part 1 of this Jump Attack program. Now the first part of this is we're going to be doing fire hydrants in a forward motion, as you can see right now. We're going to do 10 reps. And then we're going to switch to going backwards, as you see now. And we're also, again, going to do 10 reps. And then after we do 10 reps going backwards, we're then going to switch and then do 10 going laterally, side to side. Now, this warm-up is really, really important. It's very important that you do this warm-up before going into the rest of the exercises so that way you prevent injury. The second part of the warm-up is what is called a bridge walkout. And simply how to perform this, you're going to be lying on your back and then you're going to bring your feet all the way up towards your butt and then walk it back out. And when you do this, you want to make sure that you keep your butt off the ground the entire time and keep your weight on your back and your heels. The first exercise that we're going to do is a conventional deadlift. Now for all the exercises that we have in this video, it's not going to be performed by a number of reps. Rather, instead, you're going to be performing as many repetitions as you can in 30 seconds. So the key here is choosing a weight that is not too heavy, but is still challenging enough because the focus here is not on strength, but rather on power and speed. However, don't go too fast. Make sure you're still controlling the weight and using good form. Immediately after performing the deadlifts, you will perform a superset with this exercise here called alternating butt kicker scissors. Now it's a little bit complicated, so really make sure you're paying attention in the video to understand how to perform this exercise properly. So first you'll notice that I start with both feet together and then I jump up, but when I land with my feet spread in a lunge position. Each time I alternate my legs jumping back and forth. Complete 10 reps and then rest for 2 minutes. After resting, complete 2 more rounds of the superset for a total of 3 rounds. At the end of the 3 rounds, you will perform this hip flexor stretch. Remember to push your hips forward throughout the entire stretch in order to really get a good stretch on your hip flexor. You will perform 30-second hold on the right side, and then you will perform a 30-second hold on the left side. The next exercise that we have here are going to be squats. Now as you can see, I put my feet on these plates to elevate my heels slightly. Once I've done that, I'm going to go right into the squat. And remember, I'm not performing for a certain number of reps, I'm going for speed. And so I'm trying to get as many reps as I can in 30 seconds while maintaining good form and not going too fast so that I injure myself. After the squats, you're going to perform this next exercise called back roll tuck jumps. Now you're going to start with your feet about shoulder width apart, and then you're going to drop your butt and roll onto your back. Once you're on your back, you're going to use momentum, use your legs and your hands to push yourself up onto your heels and feet. Once you're there, you're then going to jump up and perform a tuck jump. Now, as you can see in the video, I start out a little bit slower just to get used to the movement, and then I build up speed. So you want to really make sure you're comfortable with the movement first before you start going as fast as you can, because this movement can be a little difficult, especially that first part when you have to roll from your back onto your feet. The next exercise we have here are elevated Bulgarian lunges. Now notice that my front foot is placed on a plate, a weight plate, and then my back foot is going to be elevated on the bench. Now notice that I put my toes on the bench rather than having it flat on the back. After that, you're then going to switch to the other leg and perform as many as you can in 30 seconds. When you perform this exercise, make sure you're leaning forward slightly and then holding the weight at the side. This next exercise looks really funny and awkward, but trust me, it is very challenging. These are called Bronco kick tuck jumps. And as you can see in the video right now, I'm just practicing the Bronco kick. And what I'm doing is I'm placing all the weight on the front of my body, on the hands, and then I lift up my back legs and kick as high as I can. Immediately after that, I'm going to add in what you just saw there, which is a tuck jump. So I kick my legs back and up as high as I can, and then I immediately jump up into a tuck jump. Remember not to go too quickly and use good form so you don't hurt your back. The last and final exercise are going to be straight-legged deadlifts. When you're performing this exercise, remember to push your hips back slightly and bend at the hips with your legs straight and keeping your back nice and flat, as you can see in the video here. Really remember to use good form and keep the weight nice and controlled the entire time, and don't go too heavy with this, especially with this exercise, because if you do, it can be very easy to hurt your back. The last and final jump exercise are called attack death jumps. To begin, you're going to start on your knees about an arm's length away from the box, as you can see here in the video. Now you're going to drop your butt to your heels, and then you're immediately going to spring up and land on your feet. After that, you're then going to jump onto the box. Now we're going to put all those steps into one fluid motion. So beginning in the position, you're going to drop your hands back and swing up as fast as you can for momentum onto your feet and then up onto the box. This exercise is really focused on explosiveness and speed. So when you're on your knees and you're going up onto your feet, really swing your arms and go as fast as you can to build that explosive power that will then help you get up onto the box as quickly as you can. This exercise is really challenging and intimidating, especially trying to jump onto the box from your knees. So you really want to make sure you take your time to get comfortable with this and work through each step before performing it at full speed. Thanks so much for watching the video, guys. Really hoped you liked it. Remember, like I said, if there's any part of the workout that you're not too comfortable with, make sure you do it slowly and really learn how to do the movement properly before you go full speed so you don't injure yourself. If you have any questions about anything you saw in the video about the workout, please leave a comment down below and I'll do my best to answer and respond as quick as possible. Before I finish this video, I just want to take a quick second to thank AP Nutrition for being a sponsor. right now they have a really amazing offer, and that is if you are a new customer, you've never tried AP before, you've never bought from them, they're going to give a special 10% discount for you, basically if you've never bought it before. So if you haven't, take advantage of this. If you've always been thinking about trying one of their products, their protein powder, their creatine, their amazing protein snacks, then this is the time to do it. So just use my code Daniel and you can get 10% off your order. If you're a returning customer, you still get 5% when you use my code Daniel. And yeah, I think that wraps it up. Jocko, you have anything to say? You think I'm boring? Say hi. Say hi. Look at the camera. Look at the camera, Jack, right here. He thinks I'm boring. Hopefully you guys don't think I'm boring too. So, yeah, if you haven't subscribed, would love to see you subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much. If you've already subscribed and you haven't turned on that notification bell, please do so you get notified next time I release a video. And yeah, I think that's it. See you guys next Thursday. Peace.